Dave Mirror, rest in peace. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the channel. We have another video for you guys. Today, as the caption may or may not say, I had bought a bunch of stuff for myself for Christmas. This is going to be our Christmas episode or whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to open up a bunch of shit that I got. Some of the stuff I've already opened because I couldn't wait for the video. I wanted to get it on foot. But I'm going to dive into it now. And I'm going to start with something that I think is fucking cool. Soul technology. But this first. The Powell Angel Boy Tech Deck. Obviously where we got our logo from. It derived from this. I thought that this was a cool little cartoon character that like really encompasses the time of skating that I started, because you had brands like World Industries, Blind, Powell dove into it. They all got into having their own little cartoon character, which is what kind of like I thought was cool, because I was like fucking 13 years old, so this shit was like right up my alley at the time. But obviously all those brands have moved on. Blind's going back to it now. World Industries is, I really don't know what World Industries is doing. It had been bought out. They're trying to make a comeback. But anyways, I thought this was dope. I honestly didn't know that Powell had Angel Boy Tech Decks until I came across this on eBay, and they actually have like a few that I've seen since then. But had to add this to the collection. Also, that's not the only tech deck in this video. So if you're a tech deck head, I got a couple more. These I did not want to miss out on. I missed the initial drop though, but the ACCEL CHOMPONKICKS colorway. I really think it was tight that like Soul Tech allowed a collector page to do a color collaboration on a shoe. Or I don't want to say just color collaboration, because they altered the few models that did do. Extra laces, already a good sign. But yeah, CHOMPONKICKS was one of the first pages I saw on Instagram that kind of made me start my Instagram page. Them, and then a few other guys that actually aren't a part of it that I would assume would have been. But you had like pages like Norm, who frequently comments on our stuff, and Junk, he's a real cool guy. A few other people. There's a guy, Lindsay Reed, I forget his Instagram handle because I'm brain dead. But there's a lot of guys at the time. I remember just searching on YouTube, or not YouTube, Jesus Christ, searching on Google for old shoe models, and I would come across it, and it'd be a link. Click on the link, it's on Instagram. I go to Instagram, I see this shit, and I was like, holy fuck, there's like a whole world of collectors out there. So that's when I kind of uploaded. At the time, I had maybe like 5 shoes. I don't know. I thought I was like the crazy one that was like the sole, like the only collector of skate shoes, but boy was I wrong. But this colorway obviously pays homage to the Chomp on this video, which their name in itself says. But due to copyright issues, they couldn't put the Pac-Man logo on there. So they kind of like basically insist you just draw it in yourself with a Sharpie. But this is, oh my god, what the hell? I did not know that. But this shoe is tight. Obviously it has a little bit of Muska vibes in it. It's got the Muska mesh right there. I literally had Avery Muska next to me. Yeah, the Muska mesh on the sides. But one thing I didn't even know at all until just now, which is why you heard me say, oh shit, is they incorporated the stash pocket too. What the fuck? Yeah. You can put your explicits in there. That's kind of cool. They embroidered CHOMPONKICKS on the tongue too. Let's pull out this insole. A pretty decent little insole. This is kind of the insole that I think S has been utilizing in a lot of their shoes now. Has the little bitty arch support piece right there, and then all the holes in it, which don't go all the way through, but they go through the whole sole, just not all the way. Insole. That's pretty cool. So, a lot of you guys probably remember this already, but like that was on like all the hoodies back in like the early 2000s. like hoodies, t-shirts, everything like around like what I call mid 2000s, but like 5 to like 12 or whatever. Like companies like Crew and stuff like that used to do it. It's kind of cool seeing that again. I don't notice any other real changes that they did aside from Musca mesh, and then also this. Yeah, that little Musca teardrop, and then a stash stone. Those are cool little features. But thank you, Don Brown, anybody out there that made this happen, because I know for a fact that the CHOMPONKICKS guys really do appreciate this opportunity. I think that's a fucking tight thing to do. But gotta move on because we got a lot of little crap I want to go over. They did do a tribo that has the inner part of it is it's hard, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Virio? I don't know. If you know how to pronounce it, comment it in the comments. That way we still won't know how to pronounce it because it's written out anyways. Alright. This is from Chapman Skateboards. As I said, there will be more tech decks in this video. This is, I think, the first generation of tech decks. Zoo York. I'm trying to find the year date on this. This actually might not be first generation, but one of the early generations of tech deck. Back when you had separate tools. But, rest in peace, Jefferson Pang. One of the greats from New York. This was actually like, for me, I want to have a bunch of new in box, new in package, whatever you want to call it, tech decks. But if you've looked up tech decks, they are a bit pricey. This one I actually managed to be able to get for like $13, $14 on eBay, shipped to my house. So I couldn't pass on it. Plus, a really great graphic. Oh yeah, another tech deck added to my little mini but growing tech deck collection. I also, not going to open it, but managed to pick up another DC Super Euro Tour jersey in my extra large size. I have one somewhere in this room already, but I opened it up, wore it, and I wanted to have another one dead stock just to keep for future preservation, whatever you want to call it. And this, let's see. This actually has nothing to do with skateboarding, but I was on eBay, as I am every minute of the day, and looking up Tales for the Crypt bullshit. So I bought the entire DVD series of it, yeah. So of course I had to get the Chinese knockoff of a shirt. But one thing I started to think about, I don't know if I really want to wear this out in public because it literally just says Hello Kitties on it.
Yeah, I don't think that's acceptable these days.
Yeah. 1990s? Perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want to be running around in a t-shirt that literally says Hello Kitties. Which is his little catchphrase, but most people aren't going to like really know that. So, I don't know. I'll probably just wear this shirt around the house. Jesus. I ordered spaghetti, apparently. I hope you're hungry.
This is interesting.
Watch it be legit spaghetti.
That'd be sick.
I have had the wrong shit shipped to me a million times. Some guy is sitting at his house right now trying to whip up spaghetti, and he's like, why do I have a tech deck handboard where my spaghetti goes? Ooh, Birdman. So, if you manage to have kept up with all of my handboards, they are all pretty much, except for like one, is Birdhouse. Like this. I don't know why, but I just like buying Birdhouse handboards. And another thing, I guess kind of like what makes me want to buy Birdhouse handboards is a lot of the handboard graphics were not like the great graphics. There's some good ones, but like most of them, a lot of like the perfect, like the great tech deck graphics didn't make it to handboards. Doesn't make sense. But Birdhouse did. Like Birdhouse had Falcon 1, 2, 3. A lot of the Birdhouse like iconic graphics, they made it into their handboards. Like this. I think that was called a Crestman. Other brands though, didn't. Like World Industries, they had like a couple good ones, but then a lot of them were just kind of like, to me, boring graphics that I didn't like. So I guess that might be why I gravitate towards Birdhouse ones. But this has tensor trucks. This was the cool thing to me about handboards, is they didn't just come with a generic truck like a regular fingerboard does. Like these, honestly, yeah, I don't think these came on this. Now I think about it. But anyways, these are tensor trucks. They're legit to the originals. They even have tensor written on the base plates, like how they would in real life. They have a little slider piece that is, I think, removable, if I remember correctly, like the actual tensors did. Like, I mean, everything about this truck is identical to the original, and that's nuts to me that they went through and made like that meticulous of details on it. If you get ones with independents, it's the same way. They have independent on a base plate, everything's identical to an actual independent truck. And they had Fury. The only thing with Fury is they don't have like Fury had inset spots on the base plate for the nuts to go into, so you wouldn't have to use a tool. Obviously they didn't incorporate that into the actual handboard ones because they don't use nuts. But it's crazy. They actually even had creeper ones. So a lot of you guys already know who creeper trucks are. But yeah, they had creeper handboard trucks, which, just like the real ones, they go for a lot on eBay. Like, it's stupid. People love creeper a lot. And Grind King owns the rights to it. And Grind King brought out trucks again. They haven't reissued any trucks, but they actually like started a whole nother like version of trucks. So I think they would make the creepers again. It only makes sense if there's such a high demand for it. And they always tease every now and then something about creeper trucks on their Instagram page, so keep an eye on them. Maybe they'll get around to it. Hopefully they do, because I actually would like a pair for my collection, but I don't want to spend $250 on them.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's like used, beat up.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's nuts. But last thing in this video, let me use this one. So, as you've probably seen in previous America OG1 videos we've done, I said to go half down. Well, one thing was always bothering me when I went half down. I wore them. They still, like, lengthwise felt right, but something felt off about them, and it still kind of like felt loose on the inside, and I didn't want to crank the laces real tight because I hate that look. It just felt weird. So I thought maybe I need to go a whole size down. I've seen people say it on Instagram that they went a whole size down. I've seen people on Instagram say they stuck to their regular size and it fits perfect. So it's a mystery. But for me, I said fuck it, because Black Friday they had these for like $50 at a skate shop, plus skate shops where I got these from, and the DC jersey. But I ordered these in a size 9. I wear a 10 in like most shoes, like a Rally XLTs I wear a 10 in. A lot of DCs I do. I've been stepping down to a 9.5 in all of the K-less. Like I got these and got these K-less Trues in a 9.5, and I've been liking it. But that was the thing with DC. I could wear 9.5 and 10 in a lot of their stuff, and it fits almost the same. Definitely recommend going whole size down. For me, all of S shoes, I go half down anyways, except for the ACCEL OG. I ordered a 10, which also, let me try that on just a bit. But yeah, so I'll order a 10 in the ACCEL OGs, and that's the only one I order a 10 in. Everything else is 9.5. But with the OG ones, I had to go down a whole nother half a size. So that might be the sweet spot for you guys. They have some more colorways of the OG ones coming out in the future, like for Skate Shop Day, which I forget that day. But I think it's like February 21st or something. I hope it's February 21st because that's kind of soon. But yeah, they have some good colorways coming out of those. And I did not want to order anymore because of how they fit. It made me just not want to at all. Because, I mean, I buy a lot of shoes that I don't wear, but I didn't want to buy those and not wear them, you know, because I already have a few pairs. But there's more shit in the front of this. Oh, the laces are like all the way into the front of the shoe. Yeah. It's crazy. This is 9, 10, and they fit the absolute same. Look how much bigger.
Oh yeah, that thing is massive.
Little fucking tank, bro. I really love how they made the OG ones. Guys, like I said before, I'm not necessarily just into this shit for poofy shoes. Like, Is it cool? Yeah. But for me, it's more about design of shoes. But this shoe is like the perfect blend of slim and OG, because it still has all of the styling, which I love, but it has been slimmed down a little bit, and I love that. It's just perfect to me. Like I've mentioned before, like Action, how they do their stuff. But yeah, that's a wrap for this video. Thank you guys for watching me open my own personal Christmas gifts for myself. I think that was everything. If not, then it'll be in the next video.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just won't have it for Christmas. But thank you guys again for liking, watching, commenting, subscribing. And again, shout out to S for actually giving CHOMPONKICKS the ability to do their own collaboration and bring their own little flair to your products. I wish I had the Tribos with me so I could have did a video on that too, but who knows, maybe in the future I will get a pair of those. But yeah, that's it guys. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Peace out.